ago, I checked the line.
Yeah.
Bondzee Live, Trippin With Bondzee on YouTube.
Nigga done dressed up like a bitch. And you thought he was cheating on you. Chill the fuck out, man. Calm down. Hell no, who is that? Y'all be jealous. Boy, y'all be jealous. You know damn well that wasn't. Shit. Scared the fuck. Yeah? Oh, yeah. It's a bitch who is. Exactly. Oh, she got ready. She got. Bitch, come here. Yeah. Oh, thought you caught a bitch in the kitchen. Caught her ass in the. Yup. That ain't even her. So your nigga done dressed up like a bitch.
Oh man, that makes me laugh.
For
sure. How the hell are you, Bondzee? Let me just pause that. There we go. Whew. I'm a little more calmer than I was to start the show last week, but I still got the little jitters. I kind of like it. I was chatting with myself before the show, as I usually do, because there ain't nobody else listening. Believe me, it's just me and who's ever upstairs in my thoughts. But listen, I was saying, listen, it's okay. It's okay to be a little nervous when you do the show, because there was quite a while where I didn't even get nervous or have butterflies or anything, and it was sort of weird because I always used to. And then I had a hard time coming down after the show because I was so ramped up and had a great time and everything. But listen, here we are. I feel way better. It's the Bondzee Show, Bondzee Live, Trippin With Bondzee on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. It is episode 287, 13 to go till the big 400. Holy cripes, I can't believe it. Make sure you go subscribe on YouTube and all the social medias that I just mentioned. Thank you very much, especially the YouTube show. Watch the show on YouTube especially, but go follow me there. Hit that notification bell. It just helps for the algorithm and all that bullshit, you know. I think you understand it by now. Okay, here we go. Tonight on Trippin With Bondzee. Listen, we were supposed to have the band Royal Tusk on again, but listen, something is going on personally with the band, and they messaged me early this morning and said, we really apologize, but we're not going to be able to do it. Can we reschedule? So, of course, man, I'm super open, and I messaged back, said, hope everything is okay. So Godspeed with the boys in the band Royal Tusk from Edmonton, Alberta. If you haven't heard their music, though, go check them out on YouTube or any of the streaming services, because their music is kick ass. It's already in the rotation for me at the gym. Speaking of gym, Ashley, Mafia Ashley's watching. She's kicking ass in the gym. Right on. Way to go, Ash. Thanks for watching and tuning in. What else we got? Oh, yeah, man. The Eclipse happened on Monday. For a guy who wasn't too excited about it, and honestly, I really didn't give a shit until about half hour, 45 minutes before it happened. And it sort of happened by accident, too. So we'll get into all the Eclipse aftermath. I got some great video of this lady in the United States of America, this weather lady. She wins. She wins hands down for being the most excited about this eclipse. I was pretty excited, and I was standing out in the middle of nowhere, and I'll explain my story in a minute. But it was really cool, so we'll play that. We'll also play a conspiracy theory video, which is pretty cool, too. I'm not a huge conspiracy guy, but I don't mind to roll the dice and gamble a little bit with it, right? And you can judge for yourself when you see the video. Also, need your help this weekend, Saturday morning, the biggest audition of my life, CBC Studios, Toronto. This is it. This is what I've been working super hard for. So we'll get into that talk a little bit as well. We'll talk about Austin Matthews, 66 goals, baby. Whew, the quest for 70 continues. He's got 4 games to go. I think he can do it. He's on a tear. The Leafs are on a tear. He's never looked better. I'm really looking forward to see what happens there. And listen, speaking of, while we're throwing out kudos to hockey players, how about our boy McJesus out in Edmonton? 100 assists this year, or I think he's at 99. I can't remember if he got it last night. I don't think he did, because I would have heard about it, and I don't remember hearing about it today. Also, footage of my new movie. I have waited, what are we, April 10th? I shot that May, June, July, so 3 months. So what's that, 12, 11, 10? 9 months I've been waiting for this footage that I thought I would have had last year to add to my portfolio and my demo. I finally have it. It's a huge scene. I got lines. I have the huge crying breakdown because our daughter killed herself, and we find the note on the bed. I am going to play that for you because I love you. I can't wait for you guys to see it. I'm really proud of it. It's my first one. So, you know, looking back now, and it's almost been a year since I've been at this, and I've done some other cool stuff. I've also taken some acting classes. I liked it a lot. I didn't love it. And I will get into all that as well coming up in about 10 minutes. So we'll get to that video. Plus, I've also got a release date for the M. Night Shyamalan movie that I filmed last summer. It was under the guy's good grades, but the movie's actually called Trap. Really looking forward to seeing this. We'll talk about that coming up as well. And of course, Dummies of the Week and some really cool pictures, videos, and whatever else nonsense that I can get to and whatever comes out of my mouth. All right. Guests coming up include Bill Welechka. He's on a book tour. That guy's amazing. He was one of the best DJs on Much Music back in the day. I can't wait to hear some of his great stories from his book about basically getting to interview every last cool and non-cool rock and roller and pop music star on the planet. So I'm sure he's got some wicked stories to tell. Plus, we got an amazing woman coming on from Toronto. She owns this amazing framing store. Anyways, I'm going to have her on real soon. She wants to come on and promote her stuff, and she's got something really cool to share with us. So I'm going to have her on, plus JJ Wild, Feral Minx, and so many other great bands and guests coming up as well. All right. I think it's going to be a great spring and summer. See the weather out there the past few days, man. This is what Bonzarelli lives for, okay? Man, oh man, I can't wait for this summer. And finally got the beach bod to go with the summer, and it's been a long time since I felt comfortable taking my shirt off. Woo! All right, let's go. Let's get to the sponsors real quick. Show's brought to you by, they're back, baby. Love them. At Shakespeare's Fine Dining. You can find them downtown Hamilton. They are the best. Simply are the best. Steak and seafood is to die for. Man, oh man, 54 years in the biz. The old man still cooking in the back. Mom, the son, the daughter, they're all working in the front of the house. The service is next to none, folks. I'm telling you, you got to do yourself a favor and go there. The food is impeccable. The wine selection is impeccable. And so is the ambiance inside. And like I said, the service. Please make sure you make a reservation or your sorry ass ain't getting in. Sorry, it's that good. All the celebrities go there for a reason. You should too. 905-528-0689 or go to the World Wide Web at www.shakespearesfinedining.ca. There, done it. What else? Okay, here we go. Oh, right off the top, I got to give you guys, you and you two, a massive thank you. Only if you were the ones that voted for my boys, the Feral Minx, they're in. They won. They got the right to go and rock and roll and open for the Glorious Sons. Pretty huge deal if you ask me. There's my boy Jay on the bass right there. Love that guy to death. My boy Kent, lead singer, guitar player. I went and saw them Friday night. They opened for a couple of great bands. Propter Hawk. Man, oh man, this guy's kicked ass too. Lead singer was female. The rest of the dudes in the band, there was like 5 of them, and they all wore these like black jackets. Sounded awesome, really were awesome. And the Feral Minx killed it too. Sadly, I didn't get a chance to go up on Saturday night to Bracebridge to see them kick ass with Lake Porter Band because Mr. Responsibility here. Yes, I know that sounds very weird coming out of my mouth, and I'm still getting used to it. Denise Cockrell says, same, glad I watched the Eclipse. Yeah, I really am too. Glenn Hoare, thanks for tuning in. My dear Lisa Holgate, tuning in as always. Thank you so much from the Belleville region. There we go. What else? I was talking about, oh yeah, the Feral Minx opening for the Glorious Sons. Congrats to those guys. Thank you again for everybody that that voted for sure. That's huge for the boys. They'll be open up for the Sons later this summer up in Tweed. So make sure you get tickets to go to that too. It'd be super cool. What else? That was the big ticket small town. So well done to the boys for sure. Oh yeah, I was saying Mr. Responsibility here has stayed home. I've been locked in. Let's get into it. I've got the biggest audition of my life this Saturday. It's about all the information I could give you. I'm locked down on secretism here. I can't say anything else than it is the biggest opportunity of my life. I've been preparing for this for, let's say 4 years. It's sort of something along those lines that I think I am fit for. I have been working hard on, practicing, and I think I would be an amazing fit for this job. But man, oh man, the lines that I have to memorize, the most I've ever had to memorize, hands down. The facial expressions that go with it. I've been spending a lot of time in the mirror or just on my computer with the reflection and just trying to hammer home these lines. I'm almost there. I've got 2 paragraphs to go, so I'll be hammering those out tonight after the show. And then I've got all day Thursday, all day Friday, whilst watching the Masters both of those days, because listen, folks, it's Masters Eve. It's the greatest night on the planet. the greatest tournament on the planet, the Masters. Hopefully, either Tiger Woods can win another one, because I don't care, love him or hate him. It would be just an amazing story to watch Tiger win another Masters and edge even closer to Jack Nicklaus's record. I would love to see Rory McIlroy win his first Masters. That would be another amazing weekend for me. And there's a couple others in there too, but I was going to get more into Masters talk, but I'm really not, because it's not a lot of your thing. It's more mine and a few buddies. And listen, I'm going to enjoy it. And that's all that matters. And I'm just going to sit there and hyper-focus on golf and hyper-focus on my lines. And that's it. So positive thoughts. Please manifest it that Bondzee remembers each and every line going into this massive audition. That will change my life and be a huge game changer for sure. All right. Shortlisted for that audition. So I'm super proud of it. I think there's 16 of us, if memory serves me correct, over 2 days vying for this one position. So listen, I'm prepared. I'm going in there. I'm going to own it. I'm going to be the most confident. I've got some great advice from people that know, that have been there. The Rock. There's another one. Oh, what the hell's his name? The Clooney guy, George Clooney. Amazing advice. I saw a video from him, and I'm just going to do what he said, and I'm going to own it. Okay. So I will let you know how that goes next Wednesday on this show. All right. I'm really excited. I'm subconsciously, and I can feel it deep down in, I am fucking scared. But it's good to be scared, okay? I'm going to go in there. I'm probably going to throw up before I go out there, because I haven't been this nervous since I called soccer games for the English Premier League a couple of years ago in front of like 70, 80,000 people online. So that was a pretty special time. And I remember throwing up like crazy. I made myself so sick out of both ends with nerves. Never slept the night before. I don't think this is going to be that bad, because I've had a lot more practice and preparation and just learning since then. Sharon Keller, thank you so much for tuning in from BC. She says, hey, Bondzee, congrats and good luck. Thank you so much. This is huge, and I really have put in so much work. The boys in the band were pretty shocked to see me not coming up on Saturday to Bracebridge, and some other friends, there was things going on. So I haven't even gone golfing. It's been amazing out. Usually I'd be out there smashing 18, 27 holes, no problem. Haven't even seen tail of a golf course, because I've been working my ass off for this, because, man, when you want something, you got to go get it. And I want this really, really bad. I really do. So listen, I'm putting in the work, and we'll see what happens. All right. Fingers crossed. Boom. Good things happen to good people. All right, what else? I got to finish my tea here. Let's get more. This one is ginger peach. Delicious. Smidgen of honey. Good. All right. I definitely think I would be an awesome fit for this. Manifesting it for sure. Yeah, I really want it. Okay, Motorheads. It was the TV show I filmed last Thursday, the day after this show. Probably one of the worst decisions of my life. I had the best time. Don't get me wrong. I met some amazing people on set. But man, it was right on the waterfront down by the ships. Freezing cold winds. It snowed. It rained. It was just wickedly cold. It was the most cold I've ever been for the longest period of time. And of course, the setting for the TV show was fall. So you couldn't wear big parkas and toques and gloves and all that shit. So, they did go around and give blankets out in between takes and stuff, which was really awesome. Mind you, they were only like micro thin, but honestly, every little bit helped, because it was goddamn freezing. I thank God the warmer weather's here now. I think that's pretty much the end of it, and I cannot wait to get doing some film. And apparently it's going to be a massive busy summer. So says everybody in the industry. So I'm looking at being on different sets. I mean, listen, 3, 4, 5, hopefully 6 nights a week, days a week, filming different stuff this season. And I heard that's how busy it's going to be. My boy Alex Kazam tuning in. Thank you so much, bro. He says, let's go. You're freaking killing it, bud. You're only scared because you care. Excuse me. You are the solution to their problem. And if you walk in with that attitude, yes. And when I was mentioning that I got some great advice from somebody, it's funny how there you are, because you were the one that gave me that advice. And I believe you got that advice from George Clooney. And listen, it's going to roll downhill, and shit don't roll downhill in this case. Awesomeness does. And I'm going to walk in there. They need me. I need them really bad, but they don't know that. They need me. All right. I really did meet some amazing peeps on set. We all froze our ass off together. So it was, we were all huddled around little fire pits, and stuff that they had outside for us. That was actually part of the sets, which was pretty cool. I can't really say anything else about the show, but I'm really excited because I had some really cool background scenes in this. to the extent at one point the director had to come over and tell us all to tone it down because we looked so good and we were doing so awesome at what we were doing that we were taking away from the main focus of the main actors. Just listen, a testament to how good I am. Pat on the back. Toot toot. Listen, overall, it was a really great experience. It did suck. Oh, and another great conversation I had with some actors who gave me some really great advice on so many different things. These guys have been in it for a while, males and females, and the subject of nudity came up. And it's funny because I haven't had the opportunity to I audition for anything in that realm with nudity yet, but it comes up in your portfolios and stuff that you put out to different online sites and stuff, if you will, agencies, and it asks you straight up, are you comfortable being nude in whether it be a TV show, movie, whatever. You know, and I had to have that conversation with myself. You know, my kids might see it, my parents might see it, but you know what? At the end of the day, I thought, who cares? I'm proud of me. I'm even more proud of me now that I've lost 25 plus pounds and I'm in the gym 6 days a week and looking jacked, baby. And we got to just lose a little more off this belly and then we'll be tickety boo. But listen, I'm not afraid. And listen, a paycheck's a paycheck, whether my dingaling's hanging out or my tuchus or whatever. I don't care. I would go out there and own it. Just like I'm going to go and own this audition on Saturday. I would walk in there, nude as the day I was born, and own it. I really would. And I don't think I would be afraid. And apparently there's quite a few opportunities coming up for in the future too. Like, listen, there's some great shows out there with nudity. I didn't watch, what's that huge one with the Vikings? There was nudity in that one. And then there's the Game of Thrones, tons of nudity in that, and many other shows too. Listen, I wasn't blessed with the hugest member in the world, but I don't got no button on a fur coat either. We're somewhere in the happy medium, and I'd be okay to go out and flaunt that about. It's not really flaunting, it's acting. Okay, it's part of the gig. Now, I know some famous people out there are fully against it, and that's okay. Teach their own. There's a lot of actors and actresses out there who are wonderful A-listers who don't have a problem being nude, and I don't think I'd have a problem with it. Little fluffer, I'd have to hire a fluffer, of course. Bondzee, you can't do that. Who says? Maybe I'll just fluff it myself then. Corey Cayuga, thanks for tuning in, bud. Great messages. I really appreciate you guys with all the kind words and stuff. It means a lot to me. He goes, you got this, Bondzee. I think I should get your autograph now before you're too big and security won't allow me to talk to you. Rubbish. Man, listen, careful what you wish for, I guess, but I do wish for those days in the future. You never know. It's a long shot, but listen, dream big, and I'm going to work hard and see where this takes me, you know, and that's all I got. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, yeah, I'm going to be the next Brad Pitt or George Clooney or anybody. I'm not. I'm going to be the next Greg Bond. And whatever that means, wherever that takes me, God knows. The universe knows, but I don't. I can tell you this. I'm going to work hard because I love it. I really, really, really am loving this. I'm pissed off that I didn't pursue this long ago when I wanted to, but hey, better late than never, like they said. I mentioned so many names that have late start, like Rodney Dangerfield didn't start till he was 49 years old. What's the guy with the wicked voice? Morgan Freeman didn't start till he was almost 50 years old. Those fellas went on to have pretty awesome careers. Now, listen, whatever happens, happens. If I end up being a background schlub for the rest of my life with a couple of sprinkled in nice roles here and there, so be it. I love every minute of it. And listen, and if I do get big, don't you worry. I will remember where I came from always, because that's the way I was raised and that's the way I am. All right, cool. What else? Nudity's done. What else? Oh, well, why don't we get to it? I've been waiting so long for this. Caddy sack. I'm not sure if that's a typo, Keith, but thank you for tuning in for all the way from PC. My boy, Keith Keller. Easy for me to say that 5 times fast, Keith? Listen, I am putting away pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters to be able to come out to BC to visit you and the lovely Sharon and see the glorious suns in September for me 51st birthday. Okay, brother? So fingers crossed that I pull that off and I don't have anything else going on, and I would love to come out to BC. It has been a minute. Geez, when was the last time I was there? I landed there and was in Vancouver and had some beers at the airport with the old producer from the show, Glassy, for about 2 hours in the parking garage, if that counts. That was 2021. Doesn't really count, really. And then I was in Alberta 2021, and that's the last time I've been out west. So I am due to get out to the beautiful BC, okay? Yeah, let's get to it. So I filmed this movie a year ago. It was a very interesting role, heavy. I had to cry, which really wasn't hard for me. I thought it would be, and it is hard for a lot of people, but I just lost my best friend, I think 5 months prior. All I had to do was simply look at his picture or even just think of him still, and I was able to just boom. Plus, my co-star in the movie, my movie Hawaii, the lovely Lisa, she was great too, and she was in my eyesight, and I got my cues from her, and seeing her start to well up at the perfect time, just engaged me. And well, listen, without further ado, this is what we came up with. I hope you like it. I'm pretty nervous to show it. Yeah, why don't we just do it, and you guys can judge for yourself. This is my acting debut. This is before any background stuff. This is jumping right in with both feet, having some lines, and having to cry on set in Toronto with my movie Hawaii. Here we go. Enjoy. Marie, we have to go. We have a funeral to plan.
It's like I can still feel her, Thomas. How could our baby girl just be gone?
We did our best, Marie. We have to understand that we weren't there for her.
Parents should never bury their children.
Marie, we have to go. We have a funeral to plan.
It's like I can still feel her, Thomas. How could our baby girl just be gone?
We did our best, Marie. We have to accept that. We just weren't there for her. Oh man, holy, weird, very weird seeing myself. Actually, I'm surprised how emotional I am. Seeing that really brings back some emotions of how heavy that scene was, and what it took to pull that off. And man, I remember all the crew giving us a standing ovation and clapping tremendously for that scene. Huge shout out to Lisa again. It really was something special to be able to film that and have it as my first one. And listen, I think there's definitely room for improvement, but I also don't think I sucked. It's definitely weird seeing myself on screen. It's going to be even weirder seeing it on the big screen for sure. But listen, I'm really excited to get some more footage over the next few weeks and months. All the stuff that I've done from the past year is going to start rolling in, and I'm really excited for it. I hope you guys liked it. This sound was sort of weird in my ears. I'm not sure if it was for you, but I don't know. There's a whole bunch of people that just tuned in again. Maybe we'll play it one more time. It's real quick, or I'll play half of it. Here we go. I'll play it later in the show. How about that? I'm gonna re-download it, and I will play it later in the show for those of you that just missed my acting debut. I also forgot to mention last week when I was on the show, I was shot out of a cannon last week and really excited. But I shot another really cool movie a couple of weekends ago. I did mention how I almost threw up right before my first scene because I had too much chewing tobacco before I went and filmed my scene. I didn't know I was coming up, and man, was I ever green. But anyways, the rest of it was such a great success. I had such a wonderful time, and it was called "It's a Green Light." And I just have to give kudos. The reason I'm bringing this up is not so much to brag about me and my stupid movies, but I just really wanted to give a shout out to the director of this movie. She was absolutely wonderful. Um, I just can't say enough great things about her. She really, every director I've worked with has been so awesome, and I'm not singling this one out for any special reason, but I guess it was just something about working with her and how everything went. And I felt so amazing. And I got this wonderful message from her the next day, and it made me feel really awesome. And it says, "You actually portrayed pride and joy you have for your child," meaning the child in the movie. "I didn't even see your face, but I heard it in your tone that you really were trying to find strength to be strong for your child despite the circumstances and feelings." That'll make more sense when you see the movie. I can't really talk about it and give anything away. And then the mother of the child said, "You had a softness in your voice that I should learn from. Thank you so much." So it's just nice to hear these good things. And I think filming that movie 2 weekends ago now, I was way better and more skilled than I was filming the clips that I just showed you. Listen, I can't say enough good things about it. I love it, and I hope you guys love following along. And that's it for the acting stuff right now. And like I said, I'll play that stuff at the end again for those that missed it. I'm really proud of it. I'm excited to see where this goes. And listen, if it takes off, great, and if it doesn't, that's okay too. All right, what's next? Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I really appreciate this. I'm not even sure I'm going to do an hour tonight. I probably have enough to do an hour. I know I always do. I could sit here and talk for 2 or 3, but I gotta work on these lines, and I'm freaking out because I get so worried that I'm not going to put in the time or I'm not going to remember them. So let's get through this. I do have a girl update from the gym. Remember last week I mentioned that there was not one but 2 girls that were like oogling me to the point where I was really comfortable about it. I loved it. I loved every last second of it. And I was hoping that I would see them again and this would transpire into something at least with one of them, right? Well, so there's nothing to report because I didn't see one of them. Not one of them. I've been at the gym every single goddamn day since last show. Every day. Same time, almost 2 hours every day I go. No hide nor tailed them. Never saw him. Not once. Sucks. I'm telling you, I'm leaving this gym because these girls have disappeared. I don't know because I don't understand this. These girls were smoke shows with bodies that I've come from a gym. These girls just didn't fall from the sky. These weren't Oompa Loompas. They had bodies that were rockets, like to die for. They've been to the gym a lot. I don't know where the hell they are because I haven't seen them since. I don't understand. Just the luck of old Bondzee. You know what? I don't really care. I mean, I sort of do, but I really don't. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And apparently it's not meant to be. So, and I'm sick and tired of these losers over there. I can't, I'll tell you to them blue in the face. There's so many dorks and dweebs and losers over there. I came face to face again. I've told you this story. I could tell it every time because every time I go in the shower, I hang my towel up. I'm standing there free as a bird. And in walks a dude from the pisser. Eye contact. Then he goes down and looks at him, bird watching. It's just automatic. Dude, how about you take the extra fucking 3 steps and walk down the corridor or the hallway and not into where I'm showering naked? Pretty simple concept, right? Not over at Crunch, apparently. Got to get out of there. There's no girls. There's no girls. Guys are losers. And I've had it up to here. Okay, that's enough of the gym. Eclipse. Let's talk about that. Caitlin, thank you so much for tuning in. My boy Bremner's tuning in. Love that guy. Susanna Steos, thank you so much for tuning in. Go Ottawa Senators. Man, I never thought I'd say this, but I'm a huge Ottawa Senators fan now. Go Steve Steos. He's the new, he's not even new anymore, but new this year, I guess. New president and general manager of the Ottawa Senators. Longtime childhood buddy. Love the guy to death. And man, played 1,001 games in the NHL. Has had an amazing career. And now he's in the high upper echelon roles. And I wish the Ottawa Senators nothing but the best. Tough sledding this year, but listen, with Steve Stales at the helm, you watch out. That team's going to be a contender for the Stanley Cup championship in no time. You mark my words. Melissa Laughlin, thank you for tuning in from the Coldwater region, where Dick Shrivel's from. Such a lame joke. I was so tired of that joke when I used to live in Coldwater. Phil Moser, thanks you for tuning in, brother. That's one of my boys right there. He says, are you still wearing your special outfit to the gym? Listen, I've worn the shorts, almost my earphone almost fell. I've worn the shorts since, but I haven't worn the pink shirt, so maybe that's the problem. Maybe it's like a magnet, and it brings the girls out. They know it's like a Bondzee signal. He's got the pink shirt on and the purple shorts. goes out to the sky. All the girls coming in wet. Oh, Gregory, really, bro? Oh dear. The Big Vin 79, my boy, watching from Pittsburgh. Love that place. You're the fucking man, Bonds. He says, no, Big Vin, you're the man. Love this guy to pieces. I love you all for tuning in. I really do. I appreciate it a lot. So listen, Phil, maybe I gotta pull out the pink shirt of the purple shorts. Maybe I'll pull that out tomorrow. We'll see if it'll bring out any ladies. All right. Where was I? The Eclipse. Now, for a guy who had 0.0 interest in the Eclipse, forewent going to Niagara Falls. Now, not just because of the whole Eclipse itself and the million people. I had responsibilities. That's another thing I gave up. Going to the Glorious Sons. Excuse me. And JJ Wild, free concert. There'll be plenty more, but that's okay. I missed it. I got to see 12 of the 18 songs they played, thanks to some amazing people out there in the internet world that filmed it live. So I really appreciate those people. You know who you are. Yeah, and listen, I just decided I was working all day, and I don't even know what time it was. What did the Eclipse happen at, like 3 or something, 3:30? Anyways, let's go back about 45 minutes before it started. I had finished my voice work. I had to get gas, and I had to get chewing tobacco. So I decided to drive out 30 minutes out to the reserve, get cheap gas and cheap chew. And it just coincided in perfect timing with watching the Eclipse going. Now, I didn't have any of the special glasses, and I was driving, but I do a little peek up every once in a while, and you could sort of see it coming. And then I get this wicked sunbeam, of course, burning through my eyeballs while I'm driving, but that's neither here nor there. I didn't sit there and stare at it like this incessantly and burn my eyeballs. It was just like a little quick peek. Oh, cool, I can see it. And then I sort of had closed my sunroof, and it has tint, so that helped a little bit too. Anyways, I drove out to the middle of nowhere, pulled over because it was getting really cool. There was clouds everywhere, but the sun was sort of peeking through. I got some really cool pictures to show. Yeah, man, I mean, again, for a guy who wasn't too interested in this and really did not give a royal shit until about half an hour, 45 minutes before it went down. I mean, I was just driving and got some cool pictures and saw some cool stuff and saw totality, brother. Yeah, it was really cool. Couple more here. There's totality that I got. That was a screenshot because I actually was filming during totality. I'm so sick of fucking hearing that too. My goodness, it was enough, right? I think the greatest picture that I saw out of the whole thing, there were so many great ones, but kudos to the person that took this. I guess I'm sort of biased to Toronto lately. A, I'm close by, and B, I've been spending a ton of time there lately. And yeah, I mean, Toronto's always held a special spot in my heart, and that is one dope picture, if you ask me. It was really cool to pull over. I was in the middle of nowhere. There was no cars driving by. There were some people about I don't know, like 4 football fields behind me that I could see pulled over, sort of deal. I meant to put the video up that I took. It was about a minute long, and it was really cool during the totality to see all the darkness in this and that, and I forgot to load it, so who cares? I did get footage of this, though, this Eclipse, and I think this is just as special. Watch this. Beautiful, isn't it? The sun? Oh, and there's the full moon. Somebody said that to me, and I thought that was pretty funny. Come on, you got to have a sense of humor in all this, right? Man, anyways, it was pretty cool, and I really thought it was something special, actually. I haven't seen one before in the grand scheme of things, I guess. Not like that, or at least I don't remember going back to, I think it was 1980s at some point. I simply have zero recollection. And when I was pulled over, I found myself really caught up in the moment. I found it emotional. I found it exhilarating. I found it captivating. And I found myself just standing there in awe of this, when it was getting closer and closer and closer, and you were able to look at it, and you're going, holy shit, it's getting friggin' dark out. And then all you could hear the birds all of a sudden everywhere. I was out in the country, and all of a sudden it was like just this. It was quiet as could be, but also silence was deafening, if you will. It was super cool. It's the only way I know how to explain it, really. And as fast as the birds were like going crazy and stuff, it stopped. And then it started to get light again. And I was like, I remember being so awestruck, and I was like, holy shit, this is friggin' wild. I remember saying a prayer to God or whatever you believe in. I don't even know what I believe in. It wasn't really a religious prayer. It was just like, holy shit. Like, thank you, man. Almost like, and this is so cool. And like, I don't know. It was bizarre, really. And I don't know how to explain it. And then I found myself just talking to the universe and like just manifesting stuff, really. And again, I reiterate, for a guy that didn't care about it at all, I found myself really, really wrapped up in it. And I was captivated by those like 5 to 10 minutes pulled over on the side of the road alone out in the middle of nowhere. It was cool. Totality was totally cool and kick ass. And I'm glad I left this dwelling just sitting there working all day, and I went out and got to experience it. I definitely missed you in Niagara Falls, Lisa. I can't have regrets of not going. Sure, it would have been awesome to see the suns and just experience it there with all the people and stuff. But listen, I didn't go, and I made the right choice, okay? Responsible Greg did, for sure. I know it doesn't sound like me, Sherelle, but listen, the Greg of the last 5 months doesn't sound like the Greg or Bondzee that anybody really knows. Sober still. We're 4 days short of 3 months. I'm super proud of that. I've been going to the gym for 5 months in a row and doing the carnivore. I've lost over 25 pounds. I'm in the best shape that I've been in a long, long time. So yeah, I don't know who the hell this great guy is either, but I really like him, actually. And I've got nothing but amazing compliments. I got so many messages people telling me how I've been an inspiration for them and stuff. And I mean, it sounds great. And I hope I am an inspiration and help people, because listen, I was a bloody mess for a long time. And I think I was so far fucking gone and so far loving booze and an alcoholic that I didn't even know that I was a raging mess and so far gone. And I've been able to flip it around. And listen, I'm not here to sit and rah sis boom bah about me all night, but it just sort of all ties in with what I've done over the past 5 months to transform myself and change myself for the better, because it really needed to happen on so many different levels. And getting to see that, and just the way I've been manifesting every day and praying, quite frankly, and talking to the universe, great things have been happening, and I think they will continue to happen. And I was really, really thrilled to be able to see that solar eclipse. I was thrilled. And listen, as thrilled as I certainly wasn't as thrilled as this next weather lady. This video made me laugh. It's pretty funny. Without further ado, you got to check out how excited she was. Now, you don't really get to see her because it's totality and it's dark, but have a listen, because this is a beauty. Here we go.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Totality, we're in it, and we're behind a cloud.
Can you guys hear this?
But I still want you to appreciate the darkness that we are experiencing.
If you can't hear it,
and by
sort
the
of a
way,
waste.
the temperature has dropped. We're down to 72 degrees. I can even see a blue spot right there. Come on. We've got 4 minutes. The crowd is willing it. Yes! Just for a minute, just for a second. But I'll take it. I will take it. Look at it. Oh my God. We got it.
That's excitement, isn't it? Holy cripes. I've never heard anything like it in my whole life. That lady really, 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 really was excited for the eclipse. I got thinking to myself, that with that excitement, and she gets that excited for an eclipse and stuff, imagine if you had her in bed and you were really good. She would be like the greatest woman to ever sleep with, I think. Just by listening to her describe the eclipse and how awesome it is, and even if it was for a short period of time, imagine if I brought that girl to climax. She would have the greatest. Never mind, I got a little off topic there. Oh, Gregory, is somebody already know? No, listen. It's been a minute, but it hasn't been that long. Okay, so settle down over there. Mike Finnegan, thanks for tuning in from the States, brother. I believe you are in the Illinois region, if memory serves me correct. And speaking of BC, I was talking about BC earlier, Mike. I know you're heading out to BC to see that Glorious Sun show. So, man, 2 thumbs up for you for being able to go and getting permission from your lovely wife for that too. That's a huge one. You guys have a great time out there. And man, oh man, I hope I get to see you for sure. All right. And I hope I get to see you before before that as well, because that's ways away. And the Glorious Sons got a plethora of shows between now and then. Oh, the Kita Ballad shows. My friend, I hope you're going there because that is a special place to see the Glorious Sons. Mark my words. All right. I was able to bring back the footage from my movie, my first ever movie stuff that I shot last year. There's a ton of people watching right now. I really appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. So without further ado, let's play it one more time, shall we? All right, here we go. Bondzee's acting debut where he cries like a baby. Watch this. Why is it only small? Here we go. Oh, I don't want me big screen. Shit. Let's try this. Try this. Why the fuck is it doing this now? Take me off.
We have a funeral to plan. Marie, we have to go. We have a funeral to plan.
Still feel her, Thomas. How could our baby girl just be gone?
We did our best, Marie. We have to understand that we weren't there for her.
Parents should never bury their child.
Marie, we have to go. We have a funeral to plan.
It's like I can still feel her, Thomas. How could our baby girl just be gone?
We did our best, Marie. We have to accept that. We just weren't there for her.
What do you think? It's still so weird watching that. It really is. I got it late last night and I only watched it once and I was weirded out by it because it's just I've never watched these shows back, and so it was weird just to see myself back. But I was excited to see it because it was my first acting debut, and I really didn't know how it went because I chose not to see any of the footage back on the camera whilst we were filming. It was just a personal decision I made. The other actresses that I worked with chose to go and do it, and I chose not to. I still don't even know why. I don't think I can't remember back why, if there was a certain reason I chose not to. I actually think I just wanted to wait to see it, in the real form. And I'm glad I did, actually. Anyways, there it is. That was Bondzee's acting debut from almost a year ago now. I don't know when the movie's coming out. Hopefully soon, but listen, it took 9 months to get that footage from them, so who knows when it's coming out. When it comes out, I'll let you know. Same with all the other stuff. Speaking of movies, I forgot to mention the other movie that I'm in. I did mention that I am in the new M. Night Shyamalan movie coming up this summer. It is actually going to be out on August 9th. August 9th, baby. Go see Trap. It's the new M. Night Shyamalan movie. Yours truly's in it. I think. So I filmed a whole bunch of scenes as a background actor. Now listen. This production was huge. It's in a concert setting, which I'm very versed at. I have hundreds of concerts that I've attended in my life. And listen, there was a ton of people around. I did some really cool scenes. It was really cool to be part of. I hope I make the final cut and don't end up on the cutting room floor. But listen, it'll be really fun to go see the movie August 9th. I'm going to go see it. You better go see it too. And we can all play the game together and see if you can spot Bondzee. You'll win absolutely nothing. That's usually the way the prizes go on this show. Just ask some others around here. They'll tell you, believe me. So all I hear is bitching and moaning. Oh, I don't get to win anything. You're free. Listen, it is what it is, okay? Just go see the movie and see if you can find Bondzee in it. And there's some great other stuff coming out. I did another TV show called, oh, I'm not allowed to say that one. But if you watch back a few shows, oh, I can tell you the other show that my son was in, we did the same show. My son was in a show called See No Evil. Do the math. So I'm really looking forward to the footage from all that stuff coming out in the next few months as well. And when I get it, I'll be sure to share it with you too. All right. I think we've pretty much talked about everything. I talked about the crazy lady, the weather lady. I think I got it. Oh, I wanted to show you the conspiracy thing about the eclipse. While we were on that, this is the last thing. I thought this was pretty cool. I'm not a massive conspiracy guy, but listen, it's out there. And what this guy's talking about, how holds a little bit of merit. And actually, what he was talking about showed up in some of my pictures. So judge for yourself, if you will. I'll play the video and yeah, decide for yourself. Check this out.
I've done videos on this before on how the sun we're seeing is just a projection of the sun, and the actual sun is in the firmament farther away, and this is kind of just like a rainbow. And I want to prove that to you by showing you this little guy right there. See that? It's not a lens flare, because that's the lens flare.
Weird.
What's that? What's that? My friend Brandon Thomas of the Expanding Reality podcast, go check it out, also captured it. He was using a solar filter, so you can see not only one, but a second one right there. So what is going on? Well, I don't know about you guys, but I was never a believer in the Bible until I figured out that we didn't live on a globe. And ever since then, everything in the Bible makes perfect sense. For example, talks about the sun being in the firmament. And if it was in the firmament, and the firmament has layers to it, then that projection would come down to our atmosphere where we would see, and we might just see some of these reflections in the different layers of the firmament. Reflections just like that, and just like the one above. Reflections we just might not see on a full day with the sun.
It's just really weird. And I thought it was really weird and fascinating. I love me a good conspiracy here and there. And if you look back at some of my pictures that I took, there's that, and I was wondering, I'm like, well, if the moon's covering the sun or the sun covering the moon or whatever the hell's going on up there, what the hell's that down there? And what the hell's that way over there on the left? I'm like, well, this is so bizarre. Anyways, decide for yourself, if you will. I don't really care one way or another. I just thought it was super cool. I just can't understand. This guy's talking about projecting the sun. But this guy, I don't know, man. It's just, it's too much. I got lines to remember, okay? I can't sit here and worry about some jargon and the earth is flat, or if the moon thing really happened, or if the sun was projected into the goddamn sky for the goddamn solar eclipse. Give me a break. I don't even know, and I don't even care, all right? Again, decide for yourself, if you will. What else before I get out of here? We got 12 minutes. Oh, one last thing on the eclipse. All these glasses. Everybody's so fascinated about these things. You get all these glasses and stuff. And then, you see these pictures and videos everywhere of all these glasses on the goddamn ground afterwards. What the hell is wrong with people out there? Didn't you just see what amazing thing happened on this planet that only happens like every so often, like very, very rarely? So often, ain't even gonna happen for another 20 years. And then you assholes go and throw your garbage all over the ground after it's over. 2 minutes later, after it's over, give your head a shake. Pick the goddamn glasses up. Don't even throw them in the garbage. Do yourself a favor and do everybody else a favor too. Recycle them. There's a great program going on right now, and thank you to my boy Mike Rickards for bringing this to my attention this morning. Because Latin America, down there, Central South America, holds a close place to my heart. Yes, it almost took my life. That's neither here nor there. I lost my train of thought now. Oh, yeah, the glasses. Send them. Go on, Google it or whatever. I didn't have time to find the goddamn thing today. I was busy. I'm trying to memorize lines, okay, for Christ's sakes. But Google it, and you can send your glasses down and donate them for free down to people in Latin America, because they've got their own eclipse thingy, sun versus moon, happening in October or November. So yeah, be cool and share the glasses. Give them down there to somebody in Latin America that could use them next, instead of chucking them out or chucking them on the ground. Okay, thank you. Little PSA from the old Trippin With Bondzee. Not just here for pretty faces and make you laugh, okay? I know. All right, some quick dummies of the week videos and pictures before I get the hell out of here. It was a week ago. I was supposed to. I talked about it. I bragged about it. I was going to talk these crazy monkeys, drop kicking monkeys, as a matter of fact, out there causing a ruckus in society. Well, I'm going to play it this week because I forgot last week. Here you go. Watch this. This is pretty awesome. This monkey's pissed. Look at him. That's an aggressive little bastard. He does a backflip over the dude and everything. Kicked him right off his goddamn bike. Now, I don't know if this is the same monkey, but holy mackerel, the guy comes flying out of nowhere, drops Buddy from behind. He's like, what in the hell just happened here? Here we go. Mind his own business, walking by. Do. Oh, don't. What'd you say? What'd you say, bro? Boom! In the face. Drop Buddy like a ton of bricks. No wonder Sarge hates monkeys. I would hate those kind of monkeys too. Look at that poor old lady minding her own goddamn business. Next thing you know, monkey comes along, absolutely drops her to the ground. That's pretty rude and ignorant if you ask me. I ain't never gone there. Don't screw with monkeys, especially orangutans. Seen those things? I saw some people tune in earlier. Krista Kinkle from Florida. Thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Who else is tuned in? Sherelle, I'm not sure if I said hello to you, but thank you for tuning in as well from the Coldwater region. I did mention you. Thanks. What else? I got some great videos here. This is awesome. Talk about karma and quick karma. This is pretty cool. Watch this.
And puts the Wolverines up 1-0 here in the first, and now
he's gloating.
We're gonna have
runs like a
gets the icebreaker,
staring him by
and puts the Wolverines up 1-0 here in the first, and now we're gonna have
too.
Gets the icebreaker.
I absolutely love seeing that. I thought it was
and
awesome.
Puts the Wolverines.
Okay, what do we got next here? Speaking of awesome, I don't really know what to say about this. I'm just gonna play the video and move on. Oh, but when you fall over and knock yourself out, you're gonna lose. Oh man, listen. I'm just gonna leave that one alone. There's two different types of fellas in this world. Ones that are pretty cool and like to play with really big toys. And I mean really big toys, and it looks really cool. And then there's other losers out in this world that play with little toys, even though they're grown men. I'll show you the cool ones first, and this is pretty cool. Watch this. Now that is something I would like to do. I think that would be pretty fun. I do know how to drive one of those excavators, as a matter of fact. Never had one of them big class things on it, but I would imagine it's not too hard to learn. Guy goes over and grabs a plane, just playing around, having a grand old time, just like back in the day when he was a little kid. Flying around. The only difference now is he's in a massive excavator flying around an empty cargo plane, whatever the hell it is. Yeah, again, I said there's two types of individuals in this world. The cool guys that play with big toys, and the not so cool guys that play with little toys. I'm really, really, really embarrassed for these losers. Ready? Watch this. Grown-ass men with beards and like 40 playing real world donkey truck in a dirt pile, made up dirt pile at 0.5 I can't play it anymore. It actually is upsetting me because can't you do fucking something constructive or more time worthy? Now listen, I know some people are going to be like, "Oh, it's just a little hobby and they're out having fun for an hour or two." But okay. I maybe sort of get it, but not really. Fucking golf club, tennis racket comes to mind, guitar, drums, bass, the flute, for Christ's sakes. How about the oboe? Driving around fucking remote control trucks with dirt in them and pretending you're on a massive construction site. I just don't get it. I really don't get it. I'm still at a loss for words. I'm sort of like flabbergasted that there is grown ass men out here doing this. Hey, Dad, what'd you do today? Go golf with your buddies or anything? Maybe do some fishing? No, son. I went with my buddies to the warehouse that was filled with fake dirt and sand, and we played with our remote control trucks. And it was great. By golly gee, we had sandwiches too. Bologna and cheese with mustard. I know. I couldn't believe it either. Dear, oh dear. Okay, enough of making fun of the truck dudes. Listen, I ain't making fun of this. This next person, I don't know where they went camping. I don't want to know because I do want to know because I ain't ever going there. You thought camping was terrifying? You ain't seen nothing yet. Watch this. What the hell is that? Listen, I've been to Costa Rica and Nicaragua. I've slept in weird places. Say, bodegas that are outside. I see it, but I ain't nothing like that. I see that wrong. Like, what in the holy hell is that? That is massive. That's the spider I've ever seen in my entire life. And I would have a heart attack. Whoever I've been with, I don't know to anybody. I would die. You're on your own to fend for yourself because I wouldn't be able to handle that. And nor would you. So don't sit there and make fun of me, okay? Man, talk about pedal to the metal. This video is the next level. Without further ado, watch this. This is the best. Thank God there was nobody in this lady's way. I don't even know what happened here, but there went through from one side of that front of the shop all the way clear back to the dumpsters. That's one hell of a, if I was in there. Pass through 14 walls. Oh man, could you imagine being in the store? The store clerk could sit there and all of a sudden the freaking boom, and then boom, 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 boom. The best is at the end of the video when you finally see the brake lights. Oh, there they are. Oh man, be a bit of damage to that store. I know. This is great too. This is dummy of the week for sure. I can only imagine the guy sitting there in the front of his truck and he's going to Buddy in the passenger seat. He goes, Bob, I think I forgot to do something. I really do. Oh yeah, I forgot to close the back door of the truck. Got more SUVs back window. See you later. I shouldn't be laughing so hard. That sucks for that person in that nice white SUV. Oh man, this video is crazy. Just have a watch. Check this out.
Oh my God.
Oh
my God. Oh
now,
my God.
This is a little bit of a trigger for me, but I've already driver is one lucky loco, that's for sure.
Oh my God.
What do you call those? Wind turbine blades?
Oh my God.
You coordinate like
Oh my
20
God.
times over
Oh my
when
God.
you're going around like
Oh shit. Oh my God.
Jesus Christ. I always love to end the show with a feel-good video, and man, oh man, this one just makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Dogs are the greatest, and you know what? Little piglets are too. Check this out.
Do ba 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 do. Do ba do boo do. A boo ba do ba do boo boo ba do.
I love them.
I do ba do ba do. I do ba do ba do do.
Rub, scratch.
I do ba do ba do.
Love
I do ba do ba do ba do ba do.
Oh man.
I do ba do ba do. I do ba do ba do ba do.
In a movie or something.
I do ba do.
Anyways, that's all I got. Thanks so much for tuning in. I had a really fun time tonight. I hope you did too. I think we covered a whole lot of stuff. Bondzee's acting career is taking off. Listen, I got to finally show my first stuff. I think people were starting to really wonder. I'm like, dude, are you really filming all this shit? Because all we hear about is you're taking pictures and stuff on sets, but I don't see any footage coming out. Listen, I was wanting to see it and waiting just as much as you were, okay? So we finally got to play it. That was great. We got to talk about the Eclipse, which was really cool for sure. Before I forget and before I go, I got to drop this because I forgot last time when my boy busted 60. Now he's at 66. Thank you very much. Not a big deal. Austin Matthews, 66 goals, got 66 last night. He has now scored his league-leading 66 goal against New Jersey Devils. No player has scored more than 66 goals in a season since Mario Lemieux's 69 goals in 95-96. Boy, oh boy, do I hope my boy Matthews, he's got 4 games to go, folks. 66 goals. Let's hope he can do it. Why won't that come off my screen? That's awesome. There we go. Perfect. All right, we got that in. What else? Did I miss anything else pictures-wise? Oh, Joe Rogan. This made me laugh. I got to agree. He's staring at that girl's tuchus, and for great reason. I mean, that looks rather nice. And then the look on his face says it all. Priceless. I came up with the greatest urinal picture ever to make sure and ensure a guy never misses a urinal again. We really could use this over at my gym at Crunch, where every dude there is a goddamn filthy animal and cannot hit the urinal to save their life. I think I solved the problem. Ta-da! If you put that picture on the back of any toilet or in the bottom of any urinal, I can guarantee you there won't be one motherfucker that misses a drop pissing on that loser's face. Now, I know we don't talk politics on this show, and I'm not talking politics. I just showed a picture of a politician. A horrid politician. Just a picture of a politician. No. Kudos to this guy. I think he's got it going on. And listen, I could totally see this happening in a lot more places than just Florida. I mean, it is hot as hell in a lot of U.S. states and other places as well. Listen, that guy's playing chess, not checkers. So kudos to him. Let's end the show with this one. This is a beauty, isn't it? If Star Wars was filmed in 2024, Luke, I am your father. I mean, Luke, I am your father. Somebody sent me that, and I got a kick out of it. And yes, for a guy that has never seen 1 second of a Star Wars movie, I still found that pretty funny. I really did. Yes, I know who Darth Vader is. And yes, I know that I think he's, what's the guy's name? Luke? Or Luke Skywalker is Darth Vader's son, right? I think, or something. Whatever. Or dad. Whatever. Like I said, I've never seen him. But I think I'm going to start. I'm still teetering and tottering on the whole, doing the podcast, Star Wars podcast, from the perspective of a dork who's never seen one. I don't think that person makes me a dork, but a lot of people seem to think it does. Listen, I watch sports, okay? I'm a sports freak. I'm not a Star Wars freak like a trillion other people out there, okay? And I'm okay with that. I'm also okay with ending this show because we've done an hour and 4 minutes. You guys have been wonderful. I love each and every one of you. This has been a great show. I really have enjoyed it. We really covered a whole lot of stuff. Congrats again to the Pharaoh Minx. And again, I hope everything's okay with the boys on the band that we're supposed to Join me tonight, Royal Tusk out of Edmonton, Alberta. Some personal stuff going on there. And I hope everything is okay. And I look forward to chatting with those guys. But please make sure you go check out their music on the YouTube or any other streaming service for that matter. All right. I think that's it. I'm going to check my notes. Oh, maybe I should do the sponsor real quick before I get the hell out of here. I love this company. Scramble Golf. You got to go check them out. Golf season is upon us. Go to their website. They got some really cool golfing apparel. They've also got great beach apparel as well. Summer is coming really, really, really quickly. And for all my friends watching down south too, you need this stuff now. So go get it. It's Scramble Clothing. That's Scramble with a K. Go check them out online. They got some sick swag. They got golf stuff. They got beach wear. They got it all. Make sure you go check them out. Scramble Golf, that's Scramble with a K. All right. I think that's it. That's all. I'll see you next Wednesday. Have a great weekend. Please, 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 Saturday morning before 10 a.m. because it goes at 10 a.m. I'm on my audition, biggest one ever. It could be a game changer and change my life for sure. That's all I can say. Please send positive kudos now and right up till Saturday morning at 10 a.m. All right. Thanks so much. Toodaloo. Have a great weekend. Peace and love. I got to go. Bye.
What was that?
That was very strange.
It was very weird.
Peculiar.
It was kind of amusing.
Yes, it was rather funny.
It was incredibly funny.
I loved it.
Hilarious.
Who's next to go? I check the line. Who's next to go?
Bondzee Live. Bondzee on YouTube.